Dear colleagues, it is my pleasure to present you the latest innovation from MST, 7.0 mm Malyugin Ring. It has inner diameter of 7 mm versus the original Malyugin Ring inner diameter of 6.2 mm. I am inserting the ring with the help of a special disposable injection device that is included with each ring. The technique of the new Malyugin Ring implantation through 2.2 mm or larger incision is not different from the regular one. Now you can see that the pupil expansion device is placed into the anterior chamber. And the hook is used to position its scrolls one by one. I prefer to initiate capsulorhexis by puncturing anterior capsule with the forceps. When the new Malyugin ring is in place, the pupil diameter is 7 mm, about 1 mm more than in case of the regular device. Now continuous curvilinear capsulorhexis is in progress. Note that Malyugin ring does not restrict the movements of the surgeon. Finally, the rhexis is done. After hydrodissection, nucleus rotation is attempted to be sure that the lens is freed from the capsule. My preferred technique of nucleus removal is a quick chop. In this particular case, microflow needle with the Millennium Phaco system is used. A dual linear foot pedal gives me additional options to control and balance the power and fluidics. The Phaco tip is located centrally in the deepest part of the anterior chamber. The chopper helps to rotate and bisect the nucleus and guide the fragments towards the tip. Surgeon movements during the chopping phase, rotation and fragment aspiration are not restricted by the device. With bigger pupil diameter, it is much easier to manipulate the tip in the anterior chamber. This last nucleus quadrant is approached from the sharp end, fixated with vacuum, dragged into the center of the anterior chamber and removed. Epinuclear material is aspirated into the Phaco tip. Then it is flipped over and removed with short pulses of ultrasound. Irrigation aspiration is performed with the bimanual system. By changing the position of the handpieces, we can approach the opposite areas of the capsular bag to completely free it from the cortical material. A foldable yellow-tinted hydrophilic acrylic lens with 6.5 mm optics easily goes through the pupil into the bag. To remove the ring, the proximal scroll is disengaged from the iris, lifted above the iris plane and caught by the injector hook. The ring is retracted inside the injector. Second instrument helps to guide the lateral scrolls into the tube. Now viscoelastic is being removed from behind the implant and from the anterior chamber. At the end of the case, the pupil constricts spontaneously. This is a patient with a cataract complicated by pseudoexfoliative syndrome. A clear corneal incision is made with 1.6 by 1.8 trapezoidal knife. The Malyugin ring is loaded into the injector. The eye is stabilized with the side port instrument. The main cataract incision is only 1.8 mm wide, that's why injector cannot enter the anterior chamber. Wound-assisted implantation